Nowadays, Taehyung is living in Jaeon Mansion with Jungkook and he became best son-in-law for Mrs. Jaeon. Mrs. Jaeon likes Taehyung so much, but other side, Mr. Jaeon don't gave more important to Taehyung because he thought Taehyung is taking his only precious son away from him. But Mr. Jaeon can't deny that Taehyung loves his son with wholeheartedly and Jungkook is happy with him. Anyways, they all are living like a happy family in same roof house. Next day, Jungkook wake up late but he didn't find Taehyung next to him, so he dressed up and went downstairs in search of Taehyung and he saw that his mom and his boyfriend making breakfast together happily. He stopped there and looking at their movements. Mrs. Jaeon, you know son, baby Bun was a quiet child in childhood but one day we were walking and he saw a little boy and he get obsessed with him. And Taehyung's movement stopped at this. Mrs. Jaeon noticed it and a small teasing smile form on her face. Mrs. Jaeon, do you know, he wanted to marry that boy. Taehyung, did that boy agreed? Mrs. Jaeon, of course yes, who can reject my cute baby Bun? That day, they both little cuties play whole day together. Taehyung, then where is that boy now? Mrs. Jaeon, that's the worst point that I can't meet my future son-in-law again after that day. But I still remember, that cute boy had a cute boxy smile. Taehyung, anyways mom, don't call him son-in-law because I'll be your real son-in-law. Taehyung said it without looking at Mrs. Jaeon because he's jealous of that little boy right now. But Mrs. Jaeon understand it. Mrs. Jaeon, okay, but I have their together childhood photos in my album. Do you wanna see? Taehyung, no mom, thank you. And they both doing their work. Jungkook listened this all but he don't remember that boy anymore but somehow a smirk form on his face. He didn't say anything and walked for his bedroom. Just like this, time passed and they all are busy in their works. In night, Taehyung and Jungkook done shower and Jungkook is drying Taehyung's hair. Jungkook, you know Tae, my first love was a cute little boy. I wanted to marry him in my childhood. Taehyung paused his action at this. He saw Jungkook through the mirror who's smiling sweetly. Jungkook, but unfortunately, he isn't in my contact right now. But he had really a cute innocent smile. Taehyung immediately turned towards Jungkook and smiled brightly. Taehyung, and what about Mai? Mai is more bright than him, right? Jungkook, right, you have most bright smile but he really had a cutest smile. I have his photo too. Do you wanna see? Taehyung, no, I don't want. Jungkook, anyways, it's finished. With that he was about to go but Taehyung grabbed his waist. Taehyung, you only love me, right? Jungkook, yes, you are my one and only love but he was my childhood love. And it's enough for Taehyung. He is too much jealous of that little boy. He immediately carried Jungkook and walked towards bed. Taehyung, good. Remember this always that I'm one and only in your life. And that night was rough for Jungkook. Next day, Jungkook wake up first and saw that Taehyung is sleeping beside him by grabbing his waist tightly. He remembers about last night. Jungkook thinking I was just joking but he made me mess. I can't even feel my legs now. I'll never talk about that boy again. He is thinking this all. He looked at his mess naked body and saw that his whole body is filled with bite marks, even his thighs too. Jungkook thinking anyways, let's sleep for some more time. He sighed and sleep in Taehyung's arm for some more time. Just like this time going on. After a month, now Jungkook is the new CEO of Jaeon's company. He connected his both companies together and handling them by himself. Rock's also taking care of London's company. Right now, Jungkook's all friends are gathering in Jaeon Mansion for mini gathering. They all achieve great position in their lives. Is a lawyer, Jin is a professor, J-Hope is a singer plus rapper. He also is songwriter. Suga is running his family business and he's also a successful CEO, and Jimin is a spokesman. They all are doing great in their lives. I didn't expect JK that you can run two business this easily. It's really impressive. Jin, anyways, my Jungkook is always multitasking person, you know. Smile at Jin. Right now, Jin and dating each other and they'll gonna marry in some months. Jungkook. Anyways, but Jin Hung, professor suits you but actor would be more suitable for you. Jin. Nah, I don't like publicity and fake fan service. I still don't like it. That's so tiring. Suga. But JK, where is uncle and auntie? Jungkook. They are going Hong Kong for holiday trip. They will return after a month. J-Hope. I see, that's why Tae is more carefree right now. Jimin. Yeah, otherwise he would be standing there like a polite and obedient son-in-law. And they start laughing. Jungkook also joined them. Don't tease him guys, he is trying his best to get Uncle Ant's approval. Just like they are talking happily in day past. After a year, Jin and RM are married couple now and they are attending Taekook's marriage right now. Priest, Mr. Jaeon Jungkook, do you accept Mr. Kim Taehyung as your lawful husband? Jungkook, yes, I do. Jungkook said with smile. Priest, Mr. Kim Taehyung, do you accept Mr. Jaeon Jungkook as your lawful husband? Taehyung, yes, I do. Taehyung said softly. He looked at Jungkook's smiling eyes and his heart flutter. Priest, congratulations, now you both are husbands of each other's. You may kiss and seal this marriage. Taehyung came forward and kissed Jungkook's lips by grabbing his tiny waist. Everybody clapping for this lovely couple and congratulate them. Mrs. Jaeon, finally our son is happy and carefree. Mr. Jaeon, yeah, Mr. Choi also didn't get opposed by this. I guess, Taehyung is good luck for our son. And they both smile with happy tears by looking at their son and son-in-law. In wedding room, Jungkook, finally we are married now. Taehyung, yes wifey, and Jungkook blushed at this. They both are so happy right now. Taehyung, I want you in my every life. Jungkook smiling brightly at this statement. Taehyung understand that Jungkook also want it. He didn't waste time and peck his smiling lips. Taehyung, my wifey. Jungkook is still smiling and they shared a passionate kiss. After a month, Mr. and Mrs. Jaeon insist Taekook to live in their own villa for privacy, but they always comes Jaeon mansion and live here like they belongs to this home. Actually, Taehyung became so happy whenever he is with Mr. and Mrs. Jaeon. He didn't get parents' love in his life and Jaeon couples gave him that love. Jungkook knows about it and he is also happy to live with his parents. Right now, they all are doing breakfast but suddenly Jungkook feels like vomiting and he rushed for bathroom. He throw out his all-eaten food. Taehyung rub his back to comfort him. Mrs. Jaeon, it can be right. After all they love each other. And yes, Mrs. Jaeon was right. Their son is pregnant with Taehyung's child. In Taekook bedroom, Taehyung is checking Jungkook who's resting on bed and Jaeon couples are sitting on couch next to them. Taehyung, Mom Dad, Kookie. He is pregnant. Taehyung said it shyly. He is little shy to tell this to his in-laws. Mrs. Jaeon, finally, I gonna see my grandchildren. Jaeon couple are so much happy right now. Jungkook saw this and a pure smile form on his lips. Jungkook grabbed Taehyung's hand. Jungkook, I love you. Taehyung, I love you too. Just like this, they all are living happily together with their beloved person. But still they don't know but that cute boy with boxy smile was Taehyung himself, with whom Jungkook wanted to marry in his childhood. Taehyung was jealous of himself, but they are destined to meet each other constantly.